Hey y'all, welcome back to OMGina. So, today we're talking about a word that gets thrown around a lot. But when life really hits hard, it's the one thing that can help you stand back up. Resilience. Maybe you're in the middle of a tough season or you just came out of one. Either way, you're here, you're standing, and that alone makes you stronger than you think. So let's talk about how to nurture that bounce back muscle so you don't just survive that hard stuff. You grow through it. Let's get into it. So, what exactly is resilience? Basically, it's the ability to adapt and recover because anyone can sit here and just say, yeah, I've been through it, but it is what it is. And mind you, it's life. At any point, which you already broke through could try to sneak their way back into your life. You can't sit here and be like, wait a minute, I grew from it, but it still makes me mad. No, like if you grew from it, that means you have steps in place. You know what I'm saying? Like if it ever comes back around, how are you going to attack this time around? Because it's life. Just because you go through things once, don't sit here and make it seem like, oh, okay, I'm recovered, I'm good. But you still have that same messed up mindset that broke you the first time it happened. So, when you go through something, make it a priority to understand everything. Take your emotions in check. Sit there and have a conversation. Feel every single emotion that broke you. So the next time you come across this, you're not going to handle it in that matter that broke you down and you have to start all over again. Also, resilience is super duper important because it really impacts your mental health, your success, and your relationships. And when I do say relationships, I don't want y'all thinking just with your partner. I mean relationships in all aspects. We talking about friends, we talking about work, we talking about family. It could be anybody you just want to be friends with. And then, even with that being said, the next time, like you think about resilience, just think about it like, you know what? This right here doesn't mean that I'm never gonna get down. The only difference is it just means even when you do get down, because mind you, it's life, just know at some point you're not going to stay down. This is just a season for you. But in order for things to come out in the best way possible, you have to go through it. I don't understand why people feel like, no, it's cool. I'll get some temporary fix. And when I say that, that means acting like it doesn't exist. Sitting here, want to sit here and drink all day and night, or go out and party, or act like it's not there. That's nice, it's momentarily. What happens when all of that goodness wears off? And you just like, man, after all that, it's still coming across my mind or I'm still living with it. That's why you need to take the time out to sit here and deal with it so you can successfully pass by it. And it's not like, oh, okay, I'm going to just jump over this real quick and I'm going to come back. No, there's no come back because it's life. At some point, that same situation is going to come back around. You can't ignore it. I'm sorry. You cannot. We just have to figure out how to look at it and just let it know. Just let it know. Like, you don't scare me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been through worse in life. I just know how to handle you. And even when it boils down to resilience, right? Let's see, Gina's talk. What did I really have to come through? I would say, y'all already know, when I was back in Georgia and all of that, like a lot of things broke me at that point in my life. And I think that's another thing that a lot of us don't realize. Just because you are the person that you are and the good things that you do, you cannot sit here and expect it from other people. I'm going to say it again in case y'all ain't hear it. The way you are and the things that you do for others, do not sit here and be like, oh, okay, it's cool. I don't have to trip because I did that for them. They're going to do it for me. No, no one on this earth is entitled or have to do anything for you. Stop thinking that they do. No one has to do anything for you. They don't. And you have to be okay with that. Maybe you need to sit here and understand, you know what? Maybe I'm doing a little too much. But if you say I'm not going to do as much as I do because that comes within my character, maybe you're not surrounded around the group that you should be. I mean, if you have to beg and plead for anything, absolutely not. That's why I made it a priority to sit here and explain how don't think just because one situation comes across that everything is okay. No, build yourself up. Honestly, it's probably like really bad, but if you're in a season at a point in your life right now and every single thing makes you super duper sensitive or you're just so emotional because you're looking at things, who knows, maybe you're looking at it through the wrong lens. Maybe you're taking the way you feel and you're thinking, oh, that's how other people feel about me. How would you know? How would you know? You have to sit here and like really look at the picture for what it is. But in the same stance, I'm not saying sit here and take whatever it is and you have to deal with it. No, because no one has to deal with anything. I mean, like absolutely nothing. I get it. With me personally, my biggest thing was when it came down to my feelings, I wouldn't say anything or like I wouldn't move different because in my mind, I'm like, wait a minute, if I really speak on how I feel, this could potentially hurt someone's feelings. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, it's cool, it's fine, it's okay. No one good and well, it's not. But I'm just like, you know what? We do what we always do. We'll take care of ourselves after this situation passes. And from someone with experience, I'm telling you, do not do that. Okay? It is going to break you and it's going to start a habit without you even knowing. In your mind, you want to speak up for you, but and then that little point, that little person, that little thing in your mind is going to tap you and be like, but wait a minute, we don't do that. It's me and you in this. We'll deal with your feelings later. Don't sit here and hurt anyone else. And then you're going to be like, oh no, you're right. It's okay. You know what? I lied. I said it was a problem. It's really not. It's okay. No, don't do that because you're literally allowing and, with this word, I think it's relevant. I really do. But I feel like you're training people to treat you in that way and to look at you in that manner. Even if you know that's not what you do, but how would they know? You've been allowing it for so long. If you come across something that does not sit right with you, like, you know what? I don't like the way this feels. I don't like the way you talking to me. I just don't. Even if you feel like you're gonna hurt somebody's feelings, don't worry about it. You have to say what needs to be said. Okay? So I was just trying to do a little breakthrough real quick about resilience and all that because if no one is going to help us, I don't even really like the term help us because at the end of the day, you're not going to be in a position to be able to accept any help until you realize what the problem is. But even with that being said, why would you allow someone to help you when you don't even have the mindset to even potentially be in a position that wants to help yourself? And the biggest point of it all is we could sit here and try to motivate us with all of these words, all of these reels and all that, and then people come around and tell us, if you really don't feel that within yourself, it's not going to happen. If you're not trying to sit here and change, it's not going to happen. No one can force you to do anything. It literally has to come from within you. So, I really do hope that this episode helps someone out here, because do not let these setbacks get you down, because it's life. We are always going to come across setbacks. We just have to put ourselves in a position on how to be able to move forward and not hate the world because of it. You know? Ever thought about that? You can think about it now. How do we sit here and move forward and not hate the world or people because of it? No. Understand why things didn't work out when they did or why they did. Understand maybe it's just not for you, or maybe you're still not ready for it, and it's okay. Or maybe you should be doing something different. Start looking at it like that. Do not sit here and blame others in the world. You know what I'm saying? At some point, it's your life. You have to take full accountability for it all. But I really hope that this helps someone out there. And you guys already know you can listen to this on Apple Podcasts. You can listen to it on Spotify. You can listen to it on YouTube or wherever y'all listen to your podcast at. I will speak to you guys soon.